Hey guys, Patriot with you one more time here for the owl adventure. This is probably going to be incorporated into part 2 along with week 5, but this is week 6 and I'm hopeful that the owls are there. When I was parting ways with them last week, looked like the one was pretty eager to go. He was jumping up on top of the cactus and had his wings extended out, kind of feeling the wind there. My bet is that we might see one owl. I'm thinking one or none, but hey, if they're both there, all the better. Alright, so here's the deal, you guys. A couple of just ridiculous oversights on my part. On the way getting out of the house, I forgot the thing that you absolutely need in the desert, and that's water. I don't even have a 12-ounce water bottle with me tonight. Now, the only reason that I would even think of continuing is because I'm within cell phone range out here. I also have somebody who dropped me off and is going to pick me up at a predetermined time. If I don't show up, word goes out. But I also have a fully charged cell phone battery, and the whole afternoon I've been hydrating myself. Every time I come out here to hike, I'm hydrating myself all afternoon. In fact, it's a little annoying because about every 20 minutes I feel like I have to use the restroom again. So, which makes it kind of easy out here. But yeah, I'm very well hydrated, and I'm not going to have any trouble here in the next hour and a half. So if I do, all those things are covered. Now you'll notice too that I've got the snake legs on tonight. It's that time of the year. Even last week I was kind of pushing it a little bit. And the nice thing about the snake legs is that I don't have to, I can focus elsewhere instead of looking down at my feet constantly and, you know, worried about where I'm going. Between my nice 511s that I'm still loving, by the way, and my snake legs, I can make pretty good ground out here. The other thing that's nice is I can plow through this brush real easy and don't have to worry about Cholla cactus going in the back of my thighs. You know, the classic way of picking those up is you get a Cholla that sticks on the front of your shoe, and then as you're stepping up over something, you run it into the back of your calf. That's a classic Cholla attack there. So anyhow, we're just going to go out and hopefully we'll see these owls. So thanks for tagging along once again. Speaking of Chollas, guys, here's a classic Cholla. They've got about 1.25 inch spikes on them, and they don't have a lot of flex to that needle. So if it hits something directly, it really resists bowing as it's going in, and that's how it's able to go through something as hard as a toenail. You learn to respect these quite a bit out here. What happens, these little Cholla balls, little segments of them, especially when they get older, the wind will blow them off, or something will brush up against them, or even a bird landing on them sometimes can knock these off, and then they kind of hide down in the weeds and you don't see them. It's real easy for me, if I'm walking and I'm not picking up my feet real high in between steps, just to drag my toe right into one that's right on the surface there. But you'll see these things are really beneficial, and a lot of critters make these homes. As a matter of fact, here is a nest with eggs in it. And those are the eggs of a Cactus Wren. And you can see what a impenetrable fortress that's going to be for a critter that wants to get in there and get to those eggs. Something that would have to be very determined to get in there. Usually it's going to be another bird of some type, either a mockingbird or a raven or a roadrunner. They're capable of it, but most of the ground-dwelling critters are never going to get anywhere near this thing, even though it's only 4 feet high. That's so cool. And I'm just going to make a quick mental note, since I have no way of marking this. I'll come back and visit those little critters, okay? And I just stepped right on top of a Cholla ball. This one's dead. It's got about 3-inch spikes on it because it's older. And oh, jeez, the size of that needle. So that's kind of what ended up in my foot last trip out. And I stepped right on top of it. Didn't even see it. At least it went on the bottom of my shoe. And the reason I didn't see it, because I was looking up here at the pretty stuff. There's a little blooming flower on a small Cholla. A couple more getting ready to come out there. That's vivid. Wow. Many of the Paloverde trees are still covered in yellow blooms this time of the year. We've had a lot of wind this year. You can see this big branch right here sheared off. It's just part of the normal process. Here's some of those yellow blossoms. There's some more buds there getting ready to open up. Really nice, really neat. They don't all come at once. They raise heck with the swimming pools and the filters out here. Clogs them up almost daily if they're not maintained. And how do I know about the swimming pools? Well, because at one time I actually used to clean swimming pools. And it's not an easy job here in the summertime at 115 degrees. It's about 94, 92 out here right now. But it's dry, and us desert rats kind of tend to get used to it, especially if you're doing it on a routine basis. Okay guys, here we are. Here's my marker cactus. Here's the cactus where the owls are. I'm going to fire up the cannon here and take a picture. Again, I don't have the binoculars tonight. Hit review. And we'll see what we got here. Oh boy, this is different. Hey, look at that. Look at that. A little hard to tell because I'm looking through the camcorder screen, but that looks like one of the owl chicks standing up on top of his castle, so we'll go check it out. Okay, you guys, I'm a little bit closer now. Hope you don't mind me showing you guys these cheesy techniques like the viewfinder, the LCD thing, but I try to give you guys some useful things that I do out here. Maybe you guys already do them though. All right, I'm within range now of getting some reasonable shots here, so. Okay, we're about 25 yards now. Got backlight compensation on. Hopefully that's not overexposed. Let's turn it off here. That's better. That's the woodpecker family here. Very aggressive posture right there. Hunched back. Neck down at the chest. Here's Mom over here. Okay, you guys, well, I kind of guessed that one right. There was only one owl left. The other one departed sometime last 7 days. I'm guessing later rather than sooner. But it sure was neat to get some great shots again. I'm really excited about reviewing my footage because I got some good close shots last week, and I got the same thing this week again. Christmas cholla are going to bloom here pretty soon. We'll have some really good little fruits to eat off of those. Heading back out to the nearest road here for my pickup. Despite coming out here intruding upon these creatures, which there is some intrusion there, no doubt about it, but I think part of my hope is that by showing people this kind of footage that they'll respect these creatures even more. And these are very robust, adaptable raptors. They're very, very adaptable. It's not uncommon to see them living right in the city, in palm trees, above swimming pools. They don't mind human beings one bit. They're very fearless. They don't have any natural predators for the most part, especially when they get to adult size. These birds can get up to 55, 60-inch wingspan, 3 to 4 pounds in weight. And these animals are both loved, mostly loved, but also hated by a few, because it's not all that uncommon that people have lost their small pets to these animals. Kittens, and even dogs up to 9 and 10 pounds. It's hard to believe, but a 3.5-pound bird like that can lift more than twice its weight when it's like kind of in reserve or emergency power. My mom works with a person who had a beloved little animal that was taken right in their own backyard. It was like a child to her. I mean, we all get attached to our pets. I know I do. And it was no different for her. It took her months to get over that incident. She was heartbroken for a long time after. And but I like to share that info because that way people can pay attention and not be so oblivious sometimes. I was walking through the neighborhood the other night and saw somebody walking with their 2 small dogs off of the leash. You know, coyotes get more animals than these birds of prey do. Coyotes grab animals sometimes off the leash more commonly than these birds grab them. So if you look at it that way, a coyote's kind of a bigger enemy, but no, that's just nature. And we kind of moved into their territory, and it's just a fact of life. So if you're going to live in an area that has these wild creatures, whether it's bobcats, mountain lions, coyotes, or these big birds of prey, you have to take the necessary precautions. These are very intelligent creatures too. The first couple of weeks, when they weren't quite used to me yet, when I would get up near the nest, the adult birds would wait till I turned my back, and they'd come and try to get a piece of me. But because I was checking my 6 every few seconds, I would catch them in mid-flight, and as soon as they would see me looking, they would pull off. So they don't have a lot of fear of people, and they are more than happy to challenge things that are 20 times their size. So again, I just want to make the point that these are real robust animals, and by coming out here and taking a few pictures of them at distance, it's not going to bother them. A lot of these owls will be making their own territories, claiming their own territories, and some of those will be in urban areas. Here comes my ride.